Let me use before I drop. Let me use the opportunity to tell anyone that has information about Veron, please contact me. Anyone that has information about Veron, please contact me. Would like to know what's going on with Veron, and we
What
want to
happened to
be.
Veron?
Well, there's a video out that Veron is arrested. We cannot confirm. It's not confirmed yet. So
Why will Veron be arrested and nobody would know where the police station he was taken to? No, maybe he's
I
hiding
see.
his head.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that.
Maybe
But
he's hiding his head.
it's,
They can't arrest anyone in this country and we won't know his whereabouts. No. We surely know I want to arrest you over the police station by you.
yeah, but not by our law now.
I only change the line, only to be any life. And then he said it to you guys that I'm not going to justice more. Okay,
Yeah,
Nico.
we said that earlier. Yeah.
Might be planned to already something but I'm not doing again. So maybe he wants to start.
Network. So yeah, we just have to confirm. Really, we're just trying to confirm.
hold on, Andy is saying. Andy, you want to come up and explain to us, please? Andy said Lagos State in custody. Andy, can you come up, please?
Let me grab him. I sent a request.
Who dropped me?
No network. I no get moderator.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon. I'm just coming up because of what Africa's TV said.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
It's confirmed 100. It was in custody. Veron, it was in custody since today is Thursday. Since Tuesday, it was in custody at Lagos State Police Command. Definitely 100. It was in police custody. Okay.
Based on the petition.
Well,
Clear now?
yes, a petition wrote against him. Simple as that.
Petition by the Oba.
Well, yes, definitely 100. Regarding to Sekinot, the wife of the king.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I'm going to drop now because I'm at work.
Thank you, Andy. That's a good place
Thank
to
you
start
for that
looking. Thank you.
clarification. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we'll be looking for him. You see, it's a very sad thing.
Mr. Andy at the drop.
Yeah, he said he's at work. He's on Shisha.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
work morning.
Yeah.
So want to arrest Veron by fuck.
So we'll work on that. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
As in all these things started. All these things they put all these actions in place just one day before the inquest. On that Esabod's live, that's where they had all this conversation, and then they just kicked it off. So I'm not surprised. So if it's Oba's wife, it's Oba that it doesn't matter. Oba's wife, Oba.
He has wife now. Did you know Veron? Did anyone know Veron's family?
Yeah, I know Veron has family, but what I mean is apparently the petition was pushed out by Oba's wife. So
We're going to work on it. I'm going to talk to one or two people and see if there's any way that he can be helped. But like I said earlier on, this should be for us to learn that there are a lot of people watching what you say, what you do, and how you do it. So be careful. Be careful what you say. Even if you're right, even if your information is true, even if you have 100% evidence, there are ways to present it and ways to use that evidence. Just because you know something doesn't give you absolute right to throw it out just like that. But I'm not against Veron. I'm not against Arifa.
Sometimes we forget.
I'm not against it. Huh?
I was gonna say sometimes we just forget to say allegedly.
And yes, they don't use allegedly, and they don't understand that the people clapping for you, they will not be there when to dance to the consequences. But the sad thing about this whole thing is that it is now distracting us from the real movement, from the real point, how to investigate and help Mohbad. All this now, in America, we call this putting out fire. When you're putting out fire left and right, you cannot have peace to do what you know how to do. Instead of looking for what happened to Mohbad, now we're looking for how to rescue our comrades that are being arrested or threatened. But like Prime Boy said, now God go do am. Ọlọ́run ló máa kọ́ gbogbo wa. So yeah, we have to find a way to find out exactly how. But anything on Arifa gan náà, ṣé Arifa náà ṣé bóyá máa jókòó síbẹ̀ nìyẹn.
For now, I have not heard anything. I've not heard anyone making moves. They're waiting for the court date. That's what I heard. So Oba is not gonna accept apology. He's basically charging.
I'm not a fan of apology. If you want the truth, I'm not a fan of apology to Oba. If I offend the president,
I
that's
said
my
it
music.
I said it. I said this apology, I pray they should accept it too, because these people, they have been abusing these people for months. I understand. So I want they have people that will be saying this is your opportunity. Punish them as you like. Our own is just to be praying. I swear to God. Because about Jamie, my own is if I have anything to ban evidence of what you are saying, if you don't have more immense of even anytime we talk on phone. We spoke like day before yesterday. So immense of phone pay at least it's not right. You understand? What do me go? I swear to God. What do me? Ọba yẹn náà ọba aládé ni ẹ láti ní information kẹ tó ní ẹ fẹ́ lè bá orúkọ orí èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ ní evidence ẹ ní kankan ìgbà tó wà arrest yín sìn you are not saying you want to beg ẹni tẹ̀lé fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé wípé ẹ ti ṣẹ̀ sí ìlú ni àwọn ọbẹ̀ ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ lásán kọ́nà jẹ́ ó gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá I swear to God èmi gan yín pray. Because
when we were mentioning the name concerning the petition, that was not a problem. Well, some people just took it overboard.
I don't know why. I don't even have interest in anytime the man sorry. I don't even have because Kosiko to come pẹ̀lú
petition yẹn kọ mi o. Petition tí Mohbad kọ lèmi sọ̀rọ̀ pé.
Okay, na petition yẹn ló kọ orúkọ ẹ làwọn èèyàn fi wá take a personal pé òun náà lọ́wọ́ náà no.
Only question láti answer, but doesn't mean we should take it too far. Saying this person.
Some people will curse his family. Some people will say big swear every day.
There was a lot of other information apart from the curse itself that was added to the general one that is known to the public. That we don't. We don't have the evidence. So
someone said I thought Veron was doing the video from outside the country, so plenty people thought Veron is not even in Nigeria herself. so you can imagine.
Just
If you think Veron is not in Nigeria, then you're not watching. Veron is always been in the court. Veron, the background of his house, even his other videos maybe the person does not know Nigeria. Veron did not
I was
hide the fact
Emokan,
that
you know what? Maybe these people think this cell is some ibi tó easy, ibi tó rọrùn. Me that I came out from the cell. I came out from the cell and I was pained. Torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ mi fẹ́ lọ Ọlọ́run ò jẹ́ n jìyà àìmọ̀dí ni ẹ mọ understand. So I don't know the reason why táwọn fi wà pain don't take things personal. Tẹ́ pé wọ́n ń bú ọba láì ó dùn mí gan. Mo tẹ̀ tún máa ń wọ̀n ní lọ́ọ̀tún wọn. Wọ́n ní àkíní yìí. Wọ́n máa tún sọ pé ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n máa tún convince èmi gan pé èmi gan tún béèrè lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan pé báwo ni ọba yẹn gan ṣe get into this matter. Ṣebí from show Mohbad lọlé nígbà kan àwọn kan nǹkan tó yẹ ká focus sí ni pé what happened in the house.
Exactly.
Lẹ́yìn
Anything to do with Yoba right now is not clear. It's not clear. Pending investigation. So there's no point, making all the noise and fussing and all that.
inú mi ò dùn sí ara Ọlọ́run mo dẹ̀ máa ń sọ fún wọn underground àwọn mi bá fẹ́ hàn so I don't talk to him but you see this Perkins Arifa they are still my people we talk so èmi kàn máa ń sọ fún wọn ṣebí I was the one that tell them pé orúkọ yín náà wà nù petition yẹn o your name is in that petition o I understand èmi ni mo sọ fún wọn náà tó fi ní kí orúkọ olókọ sí kíní kan àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló yẹ ká everybody ti gbọ́n náà ó yẹ kó tiẹ̀ máa ṣàpọ̀lọ́.
ṣọmọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ prime boy ṣọmọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn kan ń deceive wọn pé petition yẹn kò real ẹ má take it serious tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ petition yẹn gbà mí gan wàá rán tó máa lamblast ẹ pé kò real wọn lè ṣe nǹkan kan
ṣebí mi ni mo fèsì ẹni tó bá ló mọ̀ náà.
nǹkan táwọn boys ò ṣe take it serious.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Titus.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pretty Rap. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Sorry. Thank you so much. I was on this live and I heard what you guys were saying about the Prime Boy. Sorry, I want to throw a question to you. You said something about the petition they wrote against Oba Elegushi, and you said people were taking the petition personal. Sorry, can you expatiate that because I don't really understand that personal that you just mentioned now. Thank you.
Petition, Abi. What do you hear there that makes you feel convinced?
No, you said maybe Abi. That was what you said. You said because of the petition they wrote against Elegushi.
No, I said okay. What I mean is that like people are insulting that Oba every day, raining curse on him every day. So and I said the thing that people what because I can notice is what happened to Mohbad that night. What happened to Mohbad when he got home? What happened in the Prado? This, that.
Correct.
Everybody focus.
Okay, Mr. Titus, sorry.
Now, people are now cursing the Oba. Is there Oba in that house that night? Those people now, they are trying to convince us too that they saw a Oba Prado outside that day Mohbad died. So I don't know why all those things are bad now.
Prime, but that's not what I'm like. You don't understand my question. Okay. African TV, I guess you understand what I'm saying, or Mr. Titus, you understand the question I just asked Prime Boy now. Because once they wrote petition against, Mr. Titus, they wrote petition against me. Let me use myself as an example. They wrote petition against me. The person they used to send to beat, like to bully Mohbad, said, Obalo sọ pé ká máa wá ṣe nǹkan kan fún ẹ. Then after 3 months of that petition, we lost this person in question. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. If you're not telling us now.
Very pretty, we understand what you're saying. But the petition is different to DNA issue.
Titus,
because
Mr. Titus,
let her land. Titus, please, let her land.
All right, thank you.
I'm trying to see where she's going. Please.
Thank you. Thank you, African TV. So if you are now saying people were taking the petition personal because the person in question that was bullying Mohbad said Oba Loni Kamawanwe. So why are we not talking about the petition?
Okay, calm down.
Sorry, má bínú, Prime Boy, má bínú. Mo mọ̀ pé ilé ni Mohbad kú sí. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this person in question called Sam Larry sọ pé ọba ló ní ká máa wá nù ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ máa ṣe kinní kan after 3 months ó kú. When people were now attacking Oba came out and debunked pé òun ò mọ òun ò mọ Sam Larry rè. So why ti Sam Larry ṣe dárúkọ Oba in the first place? Because they could not invite Oba because he is the royal majesty, or because I don't really understand that. So can you just answer?
So okay,
Because I don't really
there's
understand
another
it.
video of Obaloni Kawano, different thing. Things plenty for this online.
Can I say something here? So, from what I understand, what Prime Boy is saying, yeah, is the whole dragging of Oba went to the extreme. He could have petitioned, he could have done all these things, last month, 2 months ago. But why is he not doing it now? Because it got too much. Apparent information has no, we don't know where the information came from. There's no evidence for the information.
Because those informations,
because if there was, I don't think
you people without information, and
Mr.
the informations are not right.
You just said there is no evidence.
Pardon?
What did you say?
Did you just say there is no evidence?
Yeah, you might have 1, 2, 3, but you've said a lot of things have been said that might not have evidence. I've not seen any evidence.
But we've been seeing the petition online.
No, that's my point. That's my point.
By the
We're not
police.
talking about the petition. We are talking about people dragging Oba about DNA matters when there is no evidence for it.
Okay. Let me just put that aside. They said Oba Loni Liham now. Why can't this same Oba come out and debunk it? Why is he arresting people? Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
that's
We
a
all
good
know
question.
that.
That's a
Prime
good
said
question.
something earlier. I could still remember what he said, that he always talks to Arifa that you don't have evidence and all that. Fine, it's fine. Anybody can do that. Okay, evidence. Sorry. Fine, but má bínú jọ̀ọ́, mo fẹ́ sáré
Maybe I
sọ̀rọ̀.
need to cap. I don't need to cap too much. You don't understand. So I've said my own. And
That's
if you
it.
don't
I was only
understand
asking you a question. I'm not
you
fighting
need to understand. I
you.
don't need to answer any question here
Oh,
because I don't
really?
need any. Because now this question now, a lot of people will sit down and analyze it. They will start turning into something else.
They'll start turning it into something
So
else.
me, my
No,
own is
no,
that.
no, no,
my
Mr.
own is
Titus,
that-
you're not getting it.
what
I'm
I'm
not
trying
turning
to say
anything
is
to
that
something.
calm
I'm just
down,
asking you a
please. What I'm
question.
trying to say is that make sure you have vital informations like original evidence before you come out and spoil people's name. Me too.
General-
They've done it for me too. They've done it for me too. They started
General-
shouting, "Boy, look,
General advice for everybody.
Same thing has happened to me too. So I'm telling you with what I've gone through for no reason. So you people, if you don't have evidence of something, don't just come out and tarnish people's image.
This is
what
not a
I'm
matter
saying.
of tarnishing people image. Prime, but you're getting the whole thing wrong. We are not tarnishing anybody's
I'm talking
image.
about me about my own. They've
Personally.
tarnished my own image now. So same thing is about to happen again. Even if it's not same thing, or at least Ojo Osumon. So we need to be careful, please. We need to be careful. We should talk to ourselves sometimes.
I said we should pick the advice in what Prime Boy is saying rather than trying to find some. There's no even fault in it. To be honest.
Mr. Titus, I don't normally come up like this, but I
hardly host as well.
Yes, I had come up, but it was what I heard that I said personal, that people were taking the petition personal. That was the reason why I came up.
Pretty, let me help you. Let me help you. What Prime Boy
All right,
was
thank you
saying.
so much.
Pretty, let me help you. What Prime Boy was saying, that people took it personal, meaning they started going far above the issue. You know, that's what he meant by the word personal. They were over emphasizing the Oba factor. Now, let's be frank. Let's all calm down and look at it like this. Mohbad filed the petition, mentioned Oba in the petition. Oba debunked Sam Larry. He has done his job. He may as well keep quiet and don't say anything about Sam Larry. He doesn't have to say anything about the DNA. He doesn't have to say anything about anything. But if the police felt that the Oba is complicit in the DNA or the assault on Mo, the onus is on the police to visit the Oba and say, Oba, what is going on? Your name is here. Your name is here. So again, back to what I said earlier. My problem in this whole Mohbad case is the way police is carrying the public along, the way they have handled it. If the police had gone to Oba, we don't know concerning the petition of Mohbad. Now, why is it that the police is not telling us their stand on that issue? If the police had mentioned their position, their stand, have they visited Oba? Did they question Oba? Let me tell you, Oba is not above the law.
Exactly.
All due respect, with all due respect to the office of the Kabiyesi, if Kabiyesi kills somebody, the police has a duty to question him. If Tinubu commits such an offense, the police has a right to question him. Now, you may say, in Nigeria, they don't deal with those people above the law. Maybe that's the case in Nigeria, but we're speaking legally. Now, the same way that the Oba and president is not above the law, the same way hosts, TikTokers, you are not above the law. You cannot say because police did not question Oba, you will now take the law into your hand and begin to defame Oba. That is where the problem is. So what Prime Boy was saying was, these people took it personal, like they started going over and above. And some of them, if what we're hearing is true, creating a narrative that is not true and presenting it as if it's true, or creating a narrative that you don't have, creating a narrative that you don't have evidence on. You know, like a lot of people called me thief, Ole, blah, 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 when we came up. Some of them never knew my name.
I'm sorry, African TV. Sorry, I want to interject you there. I want to say something. I'm not talking about this again. Okay, let me now. According to what Koni Baje said, Koni Baje, everybody knew who Koni Baje is, right? Koni Baje is working for Wunmi, and Koni Baje said, I'm working for Oba as well. So what's the connection between Wunmi and Oba that they were arresting people? I don't know. I think you should get my question now. What's the connection?
We understand your question.
Okay. Your question is perfectly clear, but again, like I said, you don't take the law in your own hands. If you believe that Oba is complicit, if you believe that somebody is guilty and you are sure, then you walk through the legal channel to bring them to book. Because if you are wrong, you just defame the person's name, and that is forever. Yoruba say, so if you start calling people names that they are not, how do you correct it when it is proven that you are wrong? Now, I'm not saying that Oba is above the law. Some people in comment section slow down and hear English clearly. I made a clear example. I said Oba is not above the law, meaning if the Oba did something wrong, the police is the right source to go and question the Oba.
African television. Sorry,
Yeah.
sir. Chairman, please, let's change this topic. And if you like, let them. If you don't have evidence, talk about somebody. Don't worry.
No,
What
you
happened
cannot
to-
tell us to change the
Let's
topic,
just
because that
change
is
this
what
topic, because
we
me, I'm
heard you
tired of
saying.
this.
Nobody is attacking anybody here. We are just having a conversation, Prime Boy.
Because I don't want them to change the
that.
narrative, saying
No. Not referring to you. I'm talking to African TV and Mr. Titus. I'm not referring
Yeah.
to you. I just throw my
Hello.
question to Mr. Titus on African TV.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. It's
We
fine
can hear you, Chantel. Good morning. We hear you.
Yeah, hi. It's fine if we don't want to talk about the topic, because I understand because of what this topic is creating right now, and people getting arrested and all of that, which is rather unfair You understand? I understand that point, especially for Prime Boy. If he doesn't want to talk about it, that's understandable because I understand his situation. But again, I'm not okay with what African TV is saying here, to be honest with you. Most of what Prime Boy has said is in Yoruba. I don't even understand what he was saying because I would have interjected. But this is it, okay? You can't be saying that people should not be overemphasizing or dragging Oba. If we find him guilty or whatever, we should petition him to the police or whatever you're saying here. I'm not okay with that because from day one we've been dragging people. We've dragged a lot of people here. And what you're saying is that if we drag some, like we're dragging Mr. Obao, and at the end of the day he's not found guilty, we cannot clear his image or what about all of that stuff. What about all the people we've been dragging here? What about all the people we've been dragging?
Can I
Understand?
respond?
We've got to a point where
Chantel, can I
let me
respond?
finish,
to you?
please. Let me finish,
Okay.
please. This is it,
Go
okay?
ahead.
One of the reasons we have the right to drag whoever we want to drag in this case because we're not getting what we want. Okay, because first of all, if the police was doing his job and updating the public, we won't be having so many narratives, and you can't blame people for having narratives. Okay, we have our right to have narrative and to ask whoever we want questions if we see any little red flag anywhere. That's what you should know. Okay, we've dragged Wumi, we've dragged Darosha, we've dragged Adura, we've dragged even Spending, we've dragged even Prime Boy, we've dragged everybody, even among ourselves, we are dragging. Okay, and if everybody has their own right to drag, who to drag? If I see anyone that I feel like it's not for justice or whatever, I have every right to ask questions. Okay, and if you can't answer me, then you're guilty. It's as easy as that. So if Oba's name is on the petition, wait, please. If Oba's name is on the petition and we are dragging him, he should come and answer us. What is his name doing on the petition? And if we want to drag him anyhow, we should drag him anyhow. But again, I understand why people don't want to drag him because he's arresting people. That's putting fear in people. You understand that? I understand that. But you shouldn't come and be saying that people should not drag Oba. If you don't want to talk about Oba, leave him. Those who want to talk about him, let them drag him.
Okay.
So that's my point, please.
Let me just say this, yeah. Nobody is dragging anybody on this platform. This platform is not for dragging. I'm sure you can. My name is Titus Taylor. Is up there. We don't come and drag.
Titus, I'm not saying that you should drag Oba on your platform. No, I'm not saying that we should drag people on your platform. But what I'm trying to correct is a narrative that African TV is trying to say people should not drag Oba. You understand?
I'm
not saying that you should drag anybody here because
I don't think you're understanding him because what we are trying to say is you dragging Oba about the petition. That is okay. Thumbs up. His name is on it. But you basically taking it too far to the point that we start hearing something about his car was parked 2 days outside Mobile's house. What else did we hear? We heard about the kidney rubbish. We don't know if it's rubbish yet. There's still no facts. We've heard so many things that we cannot prove. I'm listening to you.
But yeah, sorry, sir. The lady Chantel, I need to respond to you and anybody that has your mindset. You are misinterpreting and misunderstanding everything that we've been saying.
Drag about petition if you want.
Yeah, let me break it down for her. The first rule of dignity and integrity. I don't even drag anybody, and you don't have a right to drag anybody on social media. If you go and check the definition of drag, in the street lingo, drag means to accuse, attack, defame, insult somebody. So if you understand the meaning of drag, it is not a good thing. If I say I want to drag you means I want to rubbish you, defame you, insult you, attack you, lie against you. So if you've been following me or you've heard any of my speeches, I will only insult you if you insult me. And that insult ends right there and then. If you apologize, we become friends again. Now, in the case of the Oba, if you stay with the petition, like some people have diligently questioned, Oba, what is your name doing on the petition that Mobile filed? Why are you on the petition of Mobile? That is a very legal public question. That is not dragging because it is clear that the name is on that petition. So asking a legitimate question is not dragging. But if I go and start concurring up issues like car parked, telephone conversations that did not take place, and I start promoting false narratives, those are dragging. And that's what we're talking about. People should not be doing that, because if you do that, you make all of us look bad. If anyone does any of those things, they make the movement for justice look very bad. It means all of us fighting for justice, we are of that mindset. So that's what we're talking about, Chantel. We're not saying don't question legal issues. You can question legal issues, but even if you question a legal issue, don't be the judge, the jury, and the executor. Don't conclude that what you think you know is the answer. Am I correct,
Okay,
Chantel?
let me ask you one question. Are you referring this? Are you saying all of this to refer just to Oba, or you're saying a general thing that no one should do that? Before I say what I want to say.
My dear, I don't tell anybody not to do anything. You do what makes you happy. I'm protecting the integrity of the movement for justice for Mohbad. If you want to call Tinubu chief till your face turn green, that's your right. But as a part of the movement for justice for Mohbad, we are begging everybody to keep it intellectual, keep it legal, and decent. Talking about, we're not asking you if you want to drag.
Let me say something to you. If Oba's name is on a petition and we are asking questions, he's not addressed in that. That gives room for people to go and dig more. That's a human nature.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
If that's a human
Correct.
nature, so you can't come here and say that people are saying that his car is there, is this, because people are looking for everything to pin him down and to keep dragging him to speak.
You can look for everything.
Wait, let me finish, please.
Don't
Wait
bring...
now, boss. Let me finish now. Let me just say my opinion here. Okay? So that's the thing. If from the first day his name was on the petition and people are asking him, Mr. Oba, why is your name there? Come and answer us. Come and answer us. And he came out and said, no, I did not do this. And he died everything down. Nobody would be going around digging Oba that his car was there, his this was this, trying to pin him where he's not supposed to be. So you can't blame people for that, because all of us are trying to get him to talk. And we'll do everything to get him to talk. But it's unfortunate that he's going and arresting people. And let me correct one thing that Mr. Taito said here, that people are pinning him with Mohbad's kidney. I've not heard anybody accusing Oba or involving Mohbad's kidney. I know of Davido. So I want to clarify that narrative here. So if Oba does not want his name to be
part
dragged,
of the false narratives we're hearing.
I've not heard that narrative, unfortunately.
No,
I've not
no,
heard that.
this part is still a narrative. Flying out there. There's so many narratives that we cannot prove.
So please, before I go me down, please.
The king did not
Yeah,
come
before I drop
out
down.
to deny his involvement in the death of Mohbad. What the king did was he issued a statement, a palace statement, denying the ties of Sam Larry to the Elekuchi family. But he has not denied that he knows Sam Larry. Neither did he deny that he knows Obele and Elele. That's the other guys whose name were on the petition. So the king did not address the issue of accusation. He only addressed an issue that was not even brought up in the petition in the first place, by saying or by denying his family ties.
We'll drag him for that. So we drag him for that.
So the point is, why hasn't the king come out and say, I did not take part, I did not send Sam Larry, I did not send Elele, and I did not send Obele to carry out the attack or the bully on Mohbad. The king has not come out or has not issued any statement to this effect. And we know, as human beings, actions speak louder than voice. Let's not deny the fact that we are humans, and we are more of an actionable species than a species with words. So when we realize that certain people are not, or a person, an individual, is not acting in the way that he or she is speaking, then we suspect a foul play. We suspect a foul play that the king is not issuing a statement, or the king is not directly addressing this petition as he's supposed to. And we also suggest that because of the king's ties with certain people at the top, the police are intentionally unable or unwilling to do their job. And it is just that situation that is making Nigerians to ask more questions. That why is the king, as royal as he is, as dignified as he is, why is he not coming out? Why did he rush out to make a statement to deny Sam Larry's ties with the Elekuchi family, but has not come out to deny or to debunk his involvement in the death or in the bully of Mohbad? It is not just enough for the king to say, you know what, I'm not the father of Liam. Anybody can say he's or she's not the father of anybody. Anyway, as long as the son is alive, as time goes on, I can connect with my son or my daughter anyway secretly. But we have a dead body on our necks now. Now, who was involved in the bully of that person when he was alive? And who was also involved in the death of that person after he passed? So we are asking questions here. And the reluctance of the king and the silence of the king is constituting an elephant in the room. Now, anybody can decide now to react in certain way. Some of us will react by keeping quiet. Some of us react by being vocal. Some of us may react by being uncontrollable. You can't blame us. You understand?
Thank you.
But at the same time,
Thank you.
what you can ascertain is that as human beings, we are passionate. And we believe that the king has something to say and is not talking anything. In the beginning of this whole issue, we all started by dragging Prime Boy. We dragged Prime Boy so much that Prime Boy has to come out and make a direct statement saying that he is not involved in the death of Mohbad. He even said that there was no fight. And he also said that he was not even in the house when the whole thing happened. Prime Boy came out to clear his name, not because he fears anybody, but because he knows that his reputation is under scrutiny. So he came out and debunked it, and he has been debunking till today. And Prime Boy name is cleared by the public in the court of public opinion. We have somehow exonerated Prime Boy involvement because we can now ascertain that Prime Boy was not even at the scene of Mohbad's death. The same thing happened to Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad too was also dragged for hastily burying his son intentionally. And then the man came out in public, granted interviews, multiple interviews, to clear his name, that my son was already stone dead when I got to the house and his body has been embalmed in preparation for burial. The man has cleared his name. Naira Marley too also came out to clear his name. The Oba, a king, when you consider your reputation, you consider the position that you are, you consider the consequences of such scandal on your person, you should come out and you should instantly debunk your involvement in the death of Oladimeji Ilorioluwa Aloba, knowing fully well of the gravity of the case. But he has not come out to deny his involvement. Neither has he denied his connection with Elele, Obele, and Sam Larry. He only said, no, Sam Larry is not actually of the Elegushi family. But their petition was that you sent them and then you threatened to kill him. But we are not addressing these questions and we are asking questions. So you can't say, you know what, Nigerians, you can't ask questions, but you can say that, you see, guys, in the way we drag the Oba, let's not use certain evidence that we are not sure of. Let's not mention it. But let us be guided in the way we talk about
That's the end of
yes,
the
that's
story.
what you can say.
Fourth man.
But you can't say,
Fourth man, that's
no, you can't drag the Oba.
That's the only thing we're talking about.
We will drag the man because we have a dead body on our necks, and the man has to come out and tell us what exactly.
Fourth man, focus on the truth.
Death of Mohbad. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fourth man, your last statement is the singular issue that we're talking about. All the other narratives you gave, he did not come to disclaim. He disclaimed there. All that we already know. What we are doing now is we're calling attention to people's utterances. Just because he did not debunk does not give us evidence that he was part of it or he knows about it. If we want to know his involvement, we need to play intelligently and use every legal resources that we can to get the truth. We don't conjure up the truth. We don't abuse. We don't manipulate because we believe that he knows something. That's all we're talking about here.
Sorry.
We're trying to know.
Just a quick one. I've got just about 5 minutes left for this live. Thank you all for coming, and I appreciate you all. I'll probably come back live later.
Sorry.
But yeah, let's keep talking for now. 5 minutes.
Mr. Why
Looking for Westo. Westo has never, for one day, mentioned his name. So why are they looking for Westo? Why is he looking for people that are fighting for true justice? As Veron ever mentions Oba's name too. So let's be wise about that. Let's be wise. We all know that Oba is backing Wunmi up. We all know that because Konibaje have said it already. Konibaje have said it. We all heard what
Pretty,
Konibaje. Sorry, African
Pretty,
TV.
we have 3 minutes.
Sorry,
we have
sir.
3 minutes.
Okay.
We have 3 minutes. You said something that I want to respond to.
Sorry, let me land, please. We all heard what Konibaje said. That is working for Oba, and Oba is going to pick them one by one. Those people fighting for justice. Why is it like that? Sorry, you need to answer that question. Thank you.
Okay, let me answer you, Pretty. Number one, if Oba comes up tomorrow and say that he did not send Konibaje, how would you feel? If you continue the narrative that you believe that Oba sent Konibaje, and Otibaje, that's what I refer to him in any case. If Otibaje was not sent by the Oba, and you carry what he said, and you begin to use it, and you say something that defames, how would you feel? We have to be careful how we repeat other people's information. Oba has not come out, like you said. No, Oba has not come out to say, no, hold on. He did not come out to say, I appoint. No, hold on, please. He did not come out to say he appoint Konibaje.
I would like to respectfully, with respect, sir, and with respect, sir, I would like to interject with respect. It's not because I want to interject, but because of the time frame which is left, because there's not much time.
Go ahead, yes. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Konibaje does not have the power to order security or the police to go and arrest Arifa in a mafia-like manner or to go and kidnap him. Let me say, because Arifa was kidnapped. Konibaje does not also have that power to delay or deny Arifa bail or to keep him in the. He does not have the power to keep Arifa in detention more than 48 hours. Now so at the same thing, it is over to Ogun State to go and harass and arrest the wife of Westo and to hound Westo and to hold him to silence. The same thing also, it does not have the power to do that to Veron. Now, it only means that there is a power that is also working in concert with Konibaje, so that Konibaje is the face of that power, whereas that power is so great that Konibaje is just using himself as a puppet for that power, acting on behalf of that power. That power can come to public to say, oh, this is me, I'm doing this. But Konibaje is the face of that power. So he does not have the power personally to do it. It has to be something that is more, that can defy normal process or protocol that is acting for or in concert with Konibaje. So we take Konibaje word very seriously. And in that case, he does not have the power. So there is a higher power. And we suspect that the king is behind that power, because the king has everything because as I said, Konibaje said he's working on behalf of the king. And the king also have that power to do what Konibaje says is being done.
I saw the video where he said he was speaking on behalf of the Oba. And for me, I don't see him as working for the Oba. I see him as working for himself.